Hi, I'm Sal Bergman, and this is Channel 5 News 5 Action News at 5. We are recapping the decade's greatest moments in news, and this man right here, lead singer for the Beatles, John Lennon, died on December 8th, 1980 at 10:50 at night outside of his New York apartment, shot in the back 4 times by Mark David Chapman. Lennon was 40 years old, and he died that night. Thank you.
The world looks mighty good to me, 'cause Tootsie Rolls are all I see. Whatever it is I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. Tootsie Roll, have a bunch of chocolate chew. Tootsie Roll, I think I'm in love with you. Whatever it is I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me.
Also in the 1980s, Mount St. Helens erupted, killing 57 people, and now I'm going to show you the video. Mount St. Helens is the most notorious for its catastrophic eruption on May 18, 1980. At 8:32 a.m., the deadliest and most economically destructive volcanic event in the history of the United States. 57 people were killed, 250 homes, 47 bridges, 15 miles of railways, and 185 miles of highways were destroyed. A massive debris avalanche triggered by an earthquake measuring 5.1 on the Richter scale caused an eruption, reducing the elevation of the mountain's summit from 9,677 feet to 8,365 feet, and replacing it with a 1-mile wide horseshoe-shaped crater. The debris avalanche was so up to 0.7 cubic miles in volume. The Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument was created to preserve the volcano and allow for its aftermath to be scientifically studied. So with me here today, I have Richard Wood, and he was a survivor of the Mount St. Helens earthquake eruption. So, Dick, can you explain just how that morning went for you before the eruption and then lead up to it?
Well, I woke up, had cinnamon rolls, my breakfast choice, and getting ready for work. And around like 8:30, just bam.
Like 8:32?
8:32.
Yeah, okay.
And there was just ash everywhere.
There's ash? So you were caught in the ash avalanche?
Yes.
Okay. So was anyone with you during the explosion or the avalanche?
My baby was with me. Yes, my baby was with me. And unfortunately, you know, the weakest died, and the strongest survived.
Like social Darwinism?
Yes.
You just let it take its course?
Yes,
I
and
understand.
I had to put my baby in a mailbox because I thought that was the safest thing.
Alright, so you were running away from the avalanche,
Yeah.
and you decided that your baby was holding you down?
Holding me down, yes. It was like a monkey on my back.
So you decided to put your baby in the mailbox and take for yourself?
Because it was elevated off the ground.
Okay.
So the lava wouldn't get it.
Okay, I understand. So you left your baby, you made it to safety. Describe to me what it looked like when you came back.
Well, the mailbox was melted.
The mailbox that your baby was in?
Yes.
Melted. Okay.
It was a pressure situation.
Okay.
I had to think on the spot.
No, I understand, because then you and your baby would not have survived, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one was
Okay. How's your house?
It's gone.
It's completely gone?
Just ashed out. Just
Everywhere, all your belongings? Did you take anything with you? Did you take like a backpack, or was there not enough time?
There wasn't enough time. I just couldn't even, you can't even process, you know.
It was just bam, you had to run, baby mailbox, okay.
That, you know.
I understand. So, you couldn't find your baby, very tragic. Tell us a little bit about how you got back up, how you rebuilt your house. Did you rebuild your house? Did you move to a new location? Some of your concerns after?
Well, we had the community. It really brought the community together, and we everyone helped each other out. Street home makeover came in, and it worked out well. It just brought the community together.
It's quite touching.
Yeah.
57 people died. So as you were rebuilding, the community came back together. Did you know on a personal level, or just seeing them mowing their lawn or anything? Did you know any of the 57 people that could have possibly have been killed?
Well, I know like some houses in the neighborhood haven't been rebuilt. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming maybe some of them didn't make it.
Anyone personally, on a personal level, that you dealt with on a day-to-day basis? Co-workers, lawn mowing service, anything like that?
My
Your child. The child that you put in a mailbox.
That I put in a mailbox. There.
It's like, just take your time. Take your time. Can we get some water for him, please? Thank you.
That I put in that mailbox.
It's understandable. If your baby is one of the 57 or 58 that we do not know of, here's your water, sir. I'm sure, was it a he or was he
It was a he.
looking down in heaven and
It was
just
a junior.
was a junior? Was a junior? I'm sure he's looking down in heaven and he knows that you made the right choice. So thank you for coming here tonight. I appreciate you talking with us, you explaining your story. Sad story, of course. I hope that you may be reunited if you do find your little baby, Junior. And I wish you the best of luck to rebuild your house, find your baby, to get back to the normal lifestyle that you once lived after this tragic event. And that is all with the interview. Thank you. In 1981, there was a big scare. The scare was called AIDS. AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It's a progression of HIV, and the illness interferes with the immune system, leaving you prone for infection. AIDS is a sexually transmitted disease and can be given by blood-to-blood contact. So use protection, kids. So with me today, I have the great Ronald Reagan, one of the greatest presidents of the 1980s, and he's going to give us a little taste and explain to us what Reaganomics is. Ronald?
Well, Reaganomics simply is my attempt to stop stagflation, which has severely impacted this country. Really, what I'm trying to do is reduce government spending, because that's out of control right now. I'm trying to reduce the tax rate so more people will want to spend in the long run. Also reduce regulation, which is really inhibiting the growth of our economy. And then lastly, I'm trying to reduce the inflation that's occurring right now by controlling the money supply. So through these, what's considered supply side economics, it's basically goes against what people usually do, where they raise taxes when times are good to reduce the deficit, stuff like that. I sort of went against something like that. I feel like this stagflation itself is a really troublesome thing for our economy. So I really needed to figure something out besides what we usually had been doing over the past couple decades of trying to fix the economy. So I really needed to figure something new out. And I feel like what they call now Reaganomics will definitely help our economy in the long run.
So what you just explained, is that stagflation, or do you want to
Stagflation is where there's high amounts of inflation, usually what happens when there's a lot of prosperity in the economy, but currently there is no, the economy is completely stagnant, it's not improving at all, but there's a lot of inflation. So what I'm trying to do with supply side economics is just fix that, basically.
Okay. And on here it says that there was an attempt on an assassination from you.
Yes. It was on March 30th, 1981, outside the Washington Hilton Hotel. I was shot, and I was quickly jumped on by multiple bodyguards to protect me. I was shot, I had a punctured lung, severe internal bleeding, but it turned out fine. I'm fine. I'm able to continue with my presidency, so I'm good to go.
Well, thank you for explaining to us Reaganomics, and I appreciate you
No,
coming
thank
out
you.
to us. I
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
explaining it. So now you guys know. Channel 5 News.